know that it got ugly
Yeah.
for those. Yeah, Steven ended up releasing. My man was recording their phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
My man was recording their phone calls and then start playing them on the air. It just got ugly. And the weird thing is those phone calls were being recorded at a time that it really was in the infancy of the offer. It wasn't even adversarial at this point. They were friends. And he decided to make those. Now, I know what the argument is. Hey, we're talking $50 million here, Mark. I want to make sure I'm crossing every. Okay, fair enough. But he's your
Yeah, but
friend.
dude,
He's your friend.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? This is what you don't know. And again, I am not a lawyer, and trust me, I get legal advice when it comes to contracts. And I've had some contracts come my way that the lawyer's going, "Hey, you know what this says?" I don't know. Looks like some benign words to me. Oh, no, no, no. Au contraire, right? We don't know all the legalese tied in there. I mean, this thing can get deep, right? When you start putting pen to paper, yeah, you can sit there and go, "Hey, I'm going to pay you $50 million. All right, cool. We're going to start with that. Whew. All right, I'm excited." And then all of a sudden, we start line by line.
Get to line 2. Like, whoa, wait a
You're like,
second, man.
all right, I got to pay for production
Yeah.
costs. All right, well, maybe you're sitting there going, all right, maybe my production guys are better than yours, or I've already got my crew established. Well, all right, maybe, let me figure out what the numbers are there. But when you start going down and it's all just one sided, man,
And gets worse and worse and worse.
and worse and
Yeah.
worse, and worse yet, worse yet, to me, it's the friendship thing, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing if it's just a benign business. All right, dude, beat it. But when you've got history with that person,
Yeah.
man, pull the, how many different lines, how many knives are going in my back over what? Money?
Hello, everyone. Mark here from On the Range Podcast and Kelley Defense to talk about Manscaped. Support for today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped. So go to manscaped.com, use the promo code OTR20. Save yourself 20% and get free shipping. Manscaped is the world's leader in below the waistline grooming for men. So make sure you do yourself a favor. Ladies, you as well. Do yourself a favor and go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code OTR20. Save yourself 20% and get your man up to speed, level up his below the waistline grooming, and save yourself 20% and get free shipping by using the promo code OTR20. Again, manscaped.com, promo code OTR20. I tell you what, that's some high production value right there.
You
brother.
ain't lying on that one, brother. Man, that's like Fox News style right there. Big news.
Oh,
big
man.
news.
All you who are watching this on all of our mediums, man, I tell you what, you're missing a treat if you're listening to us. So make sure you go check it out when you get back to wherever you're going. But the big news is, Rick, the Patreon group, we're very proud of the group. It's an international group of men and women. We just love spending time with them on the Zoom calls, getting all the training. That's where all of our training is online now. It's not on YouTube. There's some stuff out there, but it's either on OTR on demand, or the primary spot is the Patreon page. That's where you get all of our stuff, get our vlogs, early access to all of our promo codes. It's just a great way to share and spend time with like-minded people, exchange information, and also you get free access to the webinars too that they're pushing out too, Rick. It's a very exciting time. We're going to have free trials. And why don't you tell them some of the benefits of the Patreon group that you see, and then we'll finish up how this free trial works.
Man, besides the 60 plus training videos on there, to me, the meat of the Patreon group is when we're doing our bi-monthly Zoom calls, right? And we've got 2 different times to accommodate a multitude of time zones, trying to make sure it's not dark 30 in one place or another, but a couple different time zones going on in there. And we try to stick to a pretty habitual regimen as far as when we do it. But that to me is where the group makes their money. All come together, have good conversations, and then kind of that Q&A going, hey man, whatever the question is, right? And it's not always, don't let the title fool you, right? On the Range. Don't think that it's always firearms related stuff. It's all kinds of stuff. It's life, it's business. It's just everything. So definitely a great group of people, and you know, kind of use our patrons, our beta tester for the firearms training notebook, and trusted them to, hey man, give us some feedback. So it's just a really great group of people, and to watch the growth. That's man, that is to me the biggest gain to it is here you are watching a group of people. You see guys growing individuals, you see, the whole group. It's just a fantastic crew to be part of. So that to me is really the meat. We've got everything else that's in there as well, but man, that bi-monthly interactive, right? So it's just not us, me and Mark having a chat with ourselves. No, it's a interactive Zoom style call. So yeah, super good.
Yeah. And the training videos, like you said, we got 60 plus right there or right now
Mhm.
on there, and it's going to continue to grow. We have some that
Yep.
are in the hopper. We're just waiting to push out. We're excited
Mhm.
about this free trial. It's already live, guys and gals. You go into the patreon.com/on the range podcast, go to the all access tier. That's the premium level tier. You get a 14-day free trial. 14-day
Mhm.
free trial. Go in there, check it out, look at all the content, join the Zoom calls. Like, Rick said, the importance and how fun and productive those are. Take advantage of those. Plus, I'm almost positive we'll have a webinar coming up here pretty soon. You'll have
Mhm.
access to that if you're doing the free trial. It's included.
Security breach can mean a bunch of different things to a bunch of different people in a bunch of different aspects. But specifically, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about how is it that classified documents, and I think they call it classified material, right? It's all their documents, right? How do classified documents, especially at the top secret SCI level, which is special compartmentalized information, which is like there's a whole process for that. So you have to basically be brought into that program. It's just not just because you've got a top secret doesn't mean you have access to SCI information. So that's part of it. So when I had my clearance, yes, I had a top secret SCI. So I was able to access SCI information, but it was on a need to know basis still, right? It wasn't like you had access to all SCI information. But here it is. The commander in chief has classified documents, supposedly at the TSSCI level. So he was read into some program, has that, and they're just out flapping around. Now, I don't know all the policies, and I can't speak for politicians, but I will tell you this. If Rick Hogg got busted, even when I was active, but let's just say retired. Now, granted, I do still have a clearance. It's been slightly downgraded because I'm not around SCI information, so it's been slightly brought down. But still, regardless of the fact, if I had top secret SCI documentation, man, I'm wearing some silver bracelets and going to jail, and I'm going to be prosecuted, right? Whatever clearance I did have, they're stripping that, right? I have broke the trust of the United States government. Now, in the case of Biden, right? Beijing Biden steals documents when he's the vice president, steals them. The only person that can classify, declassify documents is the president of the United States, right? Well, he did this before he was that. So he's in possession of documents that he had prior to. So he's in clear violation. Number one, these documents are controlled, and they're usually in a skiff, which is a very secured area. It's not a garage where you park your Corvette. You have layers of security to get there. You've got certain ratings on certain doors, certain locks, certain protocols. And this information is usually within that skiff. Then it's even locked up in a safe, right? So you've got multiple layers of security to ensure that our nation's secrets are not getting out there. Because you won't see Chinese spies having security clearances.